Movie enthusiasts, are you ready to dive deep into the highly anticipated 2024 edition of Roadhouse? The trailer has just hit the screens, promising an adrenaline-pumping experience. But why is this action-packed remake headed exclusively to Amazon's streaming platform? Join us as we unravel everything we know about this film, from its stellar cast to the controversy surrounding its distribution. In the annals of cinematic history, the year 1989 marked the birth of a cult classic, Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze, with his magnetic charisma, embodied the character of James Dalton, a bouncer whose fists spoke louder than words. Fast forward to 2021, and the winds of nostalgia blew as Doug Liman, the creative mind behind Edge of Tomorrow, took up the mantle to recreate the magic for a contemporary audience. As the trailer for 2024 edition of Roadhouse graced our screens, it became evident that this was not just a nostalgic trip down memory lane. It was a reimagining that blended the essence of the original with a modern twist. Enter Jake Gyllenhaal, stepping into the shoes of the iconic Dalton, now named Elwood Dalton, a down-and-out ex-UFC fighter seeking redemption within the walls of a Florida Keys roadhouse. The promise of a chaotic yet enthralling journey unfolded through these snippets of hard-hitting action, promising audiences a visceral experience. The choice of Gyllenhaal as the lead spoke volumes. A thespian known for his ability to delve deep into character nuances, he seemed poised to breathe fresh life into Dalton's character. The juxtaposition of the former UFC champion Conor McGregor as the formidable adversary hinted at a clash that transcended the boundaries of the screen, a clash between two worlds, two fighters, and ultimately two destinies. What made Roadhouse a phenomenon in 1989 was not just its action-packed sequences, but its resonance with audiences. It became a touchstone for the portrayal of masculinity and the allure of the lone hero facing insurmountable odds. Liman, known for his prowess in crafting engaging narratives, seemed determined to preserve the core while infusing contemporary relevance into the remake. In the ever-evolving landscape of film distribution, the decision to exclusively stream the 2024 edition of Roadhouse on Amazon Prime Video raises eyebrows and sparks a discourse on the future of cinema. Doug Liman, the visionary director behind the remake, expressed his dissatisfaction with this exclusive deal, leading us to dissect the intricacies of Amazon's role in the distribution of contemporary cinema. The controversy stems from the choice to bypass traditional theatrical release avenues in favor of streaming, a move that has become increasingly prevalent in the digital age. Amazon's dominance in the streaming arena provides a massive platform, but it comes at the cost of cinematic experience that theaters offer. Liman's discontent underscores the clash between artistic vision and the commercial algorithms that dictate distribution strategies. In a guest column for Deadline, Liman pointed fingers at Amazon Studios, suggesting that an algorithm prioritizing the sale of household items, symbolized by selling toasters, may be at the heart of the decision. This algorithmic approach, he argues, may undermine the support for traditional movie theaters and the creative freedom of filmmakers. It opens a dialogue on whether streaming giants prioritize profit margins over artistry and the cultural significance of theatrical releases. The premiere of Roadhouse at the South by Southwest Film Festival offers a compromise of sorts, yet Liman's decision not to attend signals a deeper discontent. The clash between artistic integrity and streaming convenience becomes more pronounced as he highlights the contrast between Amazon's promises and actions. Despite the film's acclaim and positive test scores, the streaming giant seems hesitant to take the risk of a theatrical rollout. The broken promise of Amazon's supposed billion-dollar investment into theatrical motion pictures after acquiring MGM adds another layer to the controversy. Liman's frustration echoes a sentiment felt across the film industry, a sense of betrayal as streaming platforms, once heralded as the future, potentially compromise the very essence of the cinematic experience. Doug Liman's discontent with Amazon Studios over the exclusive streaming deal for the 2024 edition of Roadhouse opens a poignant chapter in the ongoing narrative of filmmakers navigating the landscape dominated by streaming giants. His grievances, eloquently expressed in a guest column for Deadline, shed light on the clash between artistic intent and the commercial forces shaping the distribution of modern cinema. Liman's frustration surfaces as he contends with the algorithmic approach he believes Amazon employs. The accusation that an algorithm prioritizes selling household items over supporting cinemas and creative artists paints a stark picture of the battle between artistic integrity and profit-driven decision-making. It prompts reflection on whether streaming platforms, initially hailed as liberators, are inadvertently becoming the gatekeepers of a more restrictive cinematic landscape. Lyman's decision not to attend the South by Southwest Film Festival premiere of Roadhouse becomes a symbolic act of protest, a director distancing himself from an event that should have marked the culmination of his creative vision. This choice resonates with a larger sentiment within the film industry, an industry that once thrived on the communal experience of watching films in theaters. The broken promise of Amazon's purported billion-dollar investment into theatrical motion pictures after acquiring MGM adds another layer of complexity to the discontent. Lyman's belief that a straight-to-streaming release deprives Jake Gyllenhaal, the star of Roadhouse, of potential glory during award season underscores the high stakes involved. It's a lament for a missed opportunity, a plea for recognition of the film's cinematic merit beyond the confines of streaming. The saga of Roadhouse takes an unexpected turn as we delve into the broken promises surrounding Amazon's purported billion-dollar investment into theatrical motion pictures after acquiring MGM. Doug Liman, the director at the helm of the 2024 edition, has raised a poignant lament about the disparity between Amazon's commitments and their actions, igniting a conversation about the evolving dynamics of the film industry. With promises echoing through the corridors of Hollywood, Amazon assured filmmakers and audiences alike that it would inject a substantial sum, billion-dollar substantial, into theatrical motion pictures. It was a commitment that fueled anticipation, a promise that set expectations soaring. Yet, as the controversy surrounding Roadhouse unravels, it becomes apparent that this commitment is hanging in the balance. Lyman's frustration stems from a belief that Amazon, despite acknowledging Roadhouse as a highly praised and labeled smash hit, has veered away from the intended course. The decision to opt for a streaming-only release becomes a stark reminder of the shifting priorities within the film industry, where convenience of streaming often trumps the allure of traditional cinematic experiences. As the 2024 edition of Roadhouse prepares to stream exclusively on Prime Video, the broken promise becomes a cautionary tale. It prompts reflection on the precarious balance between commercial interests and the preservation of cinema's cultural significance. The road ahead for filmmakers navigating streaming partnerships is fraught with uncertainties, and the broken promise of $1 billion for theatrical motion pictures becomes a pivotal chapter in the ever-evolving narrative of cinema in the digital age. In the pulsating world of cinema, where box office success can elevate a film to legendary status, the decision to exclusively stream the 2024 edition of Roadhouse on Prime Video emerges as a missed opportunity for a box office triumph. The decision not only affects the film's potential earnings, but also dilutes the impact it could have had in the zeitgeist of cinema. As we brace for the streaming premiere, we're left to ponder what might have been an unfulfilled prophecy of a box office triumph that could have echoed through the annals of film history. Stay tuned for the latest updates and let us know your thoughts on this cinematic roller coaster in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more film insights.